Hi YouTubers, it's me, Ginny, VSGinny, here again with you this week, coming to you from beautiful Sydney, Australia. It's autumn here, so the temperatures are kind of dropping a little, but we've still got lots of beautiful days, and I'm really loving it. Let's see. So this is my second video, and it's my 6-week post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. It's Friday, May 8th, 2015. And last Friday I was 452.8 pounds. Today I'm 451.2, so 1.6 pounds lost this week technically. The truth is I've been pretty much stalled all week. My weight's just been going up a little and down a little, just within the same 2-pound range all week. But that's fine. I'm actually pretty chill about that. I've been stalled 3 weeks out of 6 weeks post-op, but the weight loss that I'm seeing in the weeks that I'm not stalled is pretty amazing. So I'm just going to be like positive about it. I know I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, so all I can do is keep going. Oh, sorry, text from the husband. Let's see. So anyway, I'm not sure exactly if there's something specific causing the stall. I don't think so. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But anyway, I was really hoping to like be able to sit. He really misses me. Aw. He's at work, so he'll be home in a few hours. We're still, newlyweds, so forgive the goofiness. But yeah, so I was hoping to report that I was 150 pounds down today, but no such luck because of that stall. So hopefully next week. So number recap, my highest weight was 600 pounds in January 2014. Between that date and my pre-op diet in February 2015, I lost 82.2 pounds, and I lost another 29.6 on the pre-op diet for a total of 111.8 pounds on my own before surgery. So pretty proud of that. Date of surgery, I was... Oh man, sorry. Next time I'll turn my phone on silent. Date of surgery, I was 488.2 pounds, and as I said, I'm 451.2 today, so I've lost a total of 37 pounds in 6 weeks post-surgery. Nothing to sneeze at, and 148.8 pounds total, so pretty proud of that. So, even though I was stalled this week, my husband and I have noticed visible changes in my body. So since it's a stall, I'm going to have him do measurements, since people typically say if you're not losing weight, you're probably losing inches. So I'll have him do that when he gets home tonight, and then I'll tack that on to the end of this video so you can see it. Let's see. I've had a really amazing week this week. You guys, the whole YouTube WLS community has been just incredibly welcoming. I did not expect the outreach and the outpouring of support that I've gotten both here and on YouTube. It's been incredible. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you to all of you for that. And I really should start this video over, but it's my second try because my husband's computer rebooted in the middle of the first try. So I'm just going to keep going. Sorry for all the alerts. Actually, you know what? Sound off. There we go. Okay. So, I wanted to specifically shout out Monica Sleeve McQueen, who gave me a shout out in her video, which was completely awesome and really unexpected and so sweet. Thank you so much. And let's see. Okay, so what I want to talk about this week is right answers versus wrong answers. Dun, dun, dun. So basically, the only thing that's driving me nuts about this surgery so far is how there's no consensus on how you're supposed to eat post-op. I get the part of that is everyone's body's different, right? So everyone needs to eat differently. And it's just kind of, there seems to be no right and wrong answer. I like for things to be laid out for me, like if you do this, this will happen. And our bodies just don't work that way. But basically, okay, so if you need to know how to eat properly, you would think nutritionist. You would think. Is specifically a bariatric surgeon, surgeon affiliated nutritionist, you would think that they would be really on top of how to eat after surgery. No. Based on what I've experienced and what I've read of others' experiences, they typically just give you information on gastric bypass, because that's the like surgery that like most of them know the most about. I know I personally got gastric bypass info from mine before surgery, and it was talking about, you know, what not to eat so you wouldn't experience dumping. And, you know, as you all know, VSGers don't dump. Like, our bodies aren't routed the same way. They don't work the same way. So we don't have the same side effects. We don't have the same constraints as some RN-wires do. So basically, in addition to that, like I said, there's no consensus. Like, what I've read most on other forums is that many people try to stick to 80, 800, 40. So 80 grams or more of protein a day, 800 calories or fewer, and 40 carbs or fewer. So that's kind of what I've been holding to. But then I talked to other people who also started around my same size, thinking a consensus from them would be really helpful, because the people I've talked to have all been really successful and lost hundreds of pounds, but not even they agree. Like, one person who I just talked to who lost 200 pounds in 6 months, which is insane, but he did have the man factor going for him. And what that means is that, you know, if you don't know, men tend to lose weight easier after weight loss surgery, so they tend to lose more and faster. But he and my other friend who has lost so many hundreds of pounds and done really, really well, he said he ate 700 calories a day, 70 grams of protein, 30 carbs or fewer. And my other friend said I wouldn't start losing weight until I could, I probably wouldn't stop experiencing the stalls I'm experiencing until I could start eating over 800 calories a day. So I kind of don't know what the right answer is. Like, am I eating too few calories? Am I eating too many? I don't see how that could be. I'm getting between 700 and 800 most days, 500 some days. So I don't really think I'm doing anything wrong. I think if you try to get as minute a handle on it as the analytic side of me would like, that you'll, you know, drive yourself insane. So I'm going to set myself, you know, I'm going to kind of stick to 80, 80, 40 for right now until I, you know, unless or until I find out it's not working for me. And then maybe I'll gradually try changing some things. But, you know, I feel like I'm doing what I need to be doing right now, and I'm doing very well at it, so I'm not going to stress out about it. But yeah, and then when it comes to carbs, okay, 40 total or 40 net, like, those are two very different things. Do you count the dietary fiber? Do you not count the dietary fiber? Do you count the sugar alcohols? Do you not count the sugar alcohols? Like, which is it? And Australian nutrition labels actually handle carbs differently than American labels do. So I found that to be really confusing too. I'm having to kind of figure that out as well. So anyway, let's see, what else? Oh, how many times per day to eat? Some people post-op VSG eat 3 times a day, no snacks. Others eat 6 times a day, meals. Others eat 3 times a day, 3 snacks. And like, my guidance that I was given was three times a day, no snacks. So that's what I've been doing primarily. One of those meals is still a protein shake for me, because I can only eat a quarter of a cup, which, by the way, 6 weeks out, most people I know can eat a half a cup. So I don't know if I just have a smaller sleeve or what. I'm not going to worry about it, though. I'm not having any problems, any symptoms of problems. So I'm just going to assume that my surgeon gave me a smaller sleeve than he had anticipated. And even though he didn't mention that, and just enjoy the extra restriction while I can, because that probably means I'll have restriction, more restriction longer than most people do. So that can only be helpful for me, right? So, yeah. So my question to all of you is, like, how did you figure out what your right answer was? Like, what exactly you needed to follow to be losing the most? I'm just curious. Like when I researched the heck out of everything. So when I picked a surgeon, I really did a lot of research into who in this country had the best stats for who had operated on the heaviest patients successfully, done more complicated surgeries on them successfully. So I did there was a right answer to who my surgeon should be, but there's no right answer to what plan I should follow as far as I can tell. Oh, and low fat. Do you worry about fat or do you not worry about fat? I don't know which. Anyway, so also this week my husband, he's the cook in the family, made a low-carb Mexican chicken casserole, a recipe that I found, and it turned out amazing. So if you haven't seen it, go to my Tumblr, VSGinny.tumblr.com. You'll find it there, and it's really worth making. It's really delicious, and it works if you're on the soft food phase, and you can probably puree it really well too. So if you're still on purees, that'll probably work for you. And like I said, as soon as hubby gets home, I'll get measurements for you and I'll tack them on to the end of this. And I'm back. Looks a little different because it's nighttime here now. Let's see. Okay, my husband just measured me and I've lost 1 inch off my waist, 1 inch off my right calf, and 3 inches off, you guessed it, ladies, my bust. Seems like we lose weight there faster for some reason. And there's no change in my upper belly, my hips, or my right thigh. And that's just since April 20th, so not too shabby. All right, everybody, I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.